Scientists have come up with the reason why we haven't heard from aliens yet. Alien believers from all ages and countries. This concerns you, and you probably won't like the news, but here it goes. Scientists say that they found the reason why we haven't heard from aliens yet. The Fermi Paradox states that the universe is potentially infinite. It should necessarily be teeming with life. So why have we not found any evidence yet? One theory to explain this is that a civilization essentially becomes so big that it becomes impossible to sustain itself and it dies out. With the universe being 13.8 billion years old, man's earliest ancestors have only been around for about 0.36% of this time, and modern humans considerably less. This implies that civilization is likely a head start of at least millions of years on us, meaning that we still probably seem like chimps in comparison. But due to the technological advances made in the last century alone, a mathematician has calculated humans are likely to be contacted by aliens within 2 millennia. And then there's another theory that's far less exciting, the idea that there's no more life in the universe. This has been the panorama between positions for a long time. Until now. According to a new study, life as we find it on Earth may be more difficult to achieve than we believe it to be. The research has proven that there's an essential lack of phosphorus in the universe. The element is one of the most important ones because it's responsible for a lot of the fundamental aspects of life itself. Mainly, it helps us to move energy around our body and also forms the foundation of our DNA. The findings suggest that it's almost impossible to sustain life without the element in massive amounts, and that any life that could form on a planet would shortly die. But the research now shows that if we have enough on Earth, it's because we live near to a supernova, and it gets even more complicated. Phosphorus in the universe comes out of the explosion when a star dies, but the typical supernova might not have the right conditions to create it. So it seems that we're more than lucky to be alive because we're not only close to a supernova, but we're close to the right supernova. Astronomer Dr. Jane Greaves from the University of Cardiff said the route to carrying phosphorus into newborn planets looks somewhat precarious. We already think that only a few phosphorus-bearing minerals that came to the Earth, probably in meteorites, were reactive enough to get involved in making proto-biomolecules. If phosphorus is sourced from supernova and then travels across space in meteoric rocks, I'm wondering if a young planet could find itself lacking in reactive phosphorus because of where it was born. That is, it started off near the wrong kind of supernova. In that case, life might struggle to get started out of phosphorus-poor chemistry, or another world otherwise similar to our own. This evidence was possible to encounter because of the study of 2 different supernova remnants called Cassiopeia A, Cas A, and the famous Crab Nebula. The team used the UK's William Herschel telescope on La Palma, the Canary Islands, to check out the phosphorus and iron from the Crab Nebula, the aftermath of a supernova explosion 6,500 light-years away, in the constellation of Taurus. And previous studies have already studied for phosphorus from Cas A 11,000 light-years away. Comparing those 2 studies, researchers came up with a surprising discovery. The amount of phosphorus was much smaller in the Crab Nebula in comparison to Cas A. Dr. Phil Segan, another of the Cardiff astronomers, said the 2 explosions seem to differ from each other, perhaps because Cas A results from the explosion of a rare supermassive star. Is it possible that we're just a rare coincidence in the universe that made us be? It is strange that until now we've not heard from any form of intelligent life. The findings were presented at the European Week of Astronomy and Space Science meeting in Liverpool. The scientists now plan to continue their search to see if other supernova remnants also lack phosphorus. Either way, in our cases, we can just say, aliens, I want to believe.